Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Bicycle Workshop Tales. Sorry it's running late. I wasn't going to put it out at all, but I've changed my mind. I'm just going to finish editing it now and then I'll get it out to you. It should be out late Sunday, so it should be out later today. Today is Sunday. Right, stuff I've covered this week is I did some, we made a bag for a customer. I've also been out on my bike and run it in 29er mode. So on my Raven, I took the fat bike wheels off and I've put some wheels on which are 29 by 2.6. Went out fully loaded on the bike just to see what it was like. Really, really good. The bike really rides well, as you'll see, loaded up. I cut on a couple of other things, but yeah, let me know what you think. I could do with a bit of encouragement, I think. Struggling to find things. Next week's easier. Right, hope you enjoy it. Hi, today's Tuesday, and today we are, myself and Sheila, making frame bag. So this is a frame bag for a guy. We've done a few. We don't really advertise it. We can make them. I've made several for myself, or we've made several for myself, and we're looking to just get into some sort of system or routine to make them. Yeah, the material we use is X-Pack VX21. It's a ripstop. This stuff comes in loads and loads of different colours, but it's super light, waterproof. It's very thin. You can almost see through it. Hence it's light. And I've used it for on my bike. This is all VX21 on here. So this has gone on. This was an early. I mean, this is the second bag we ever made, and it's done me for a season. Love it. Being a fat bike one, you can make it that little bit wider, so you can get plenty of stuff in there. But yeah, we've tried a few. I've got a few failed things up there, failed ideas, but always trying out new things. But yeah, VX21. This one's all going to be in orange, so nice and bright. So yeah, I'm going to get and mark it out and cut it up. Do the right materials, take your time. Just cut that. All this does is it holds it in place while you sew it. Right, so done. There's one bag. We filled it with newspaper so you can give it some shape. But yeah, real pleased with that. That's going to be posted off tomorrow. And I'm going to leave the newspaper in it. There's a little pocket just inside the zip that'll take a phone or whatever. I think that's about it, really. Okay, I will catch you later on. Time for tea. We are on Painswick Beacon, and today I'm filming on the GoPro. I'm on the old GoPro Hero 12. Partially because one thing a GoPro has got going for it is the microphone in the camera is much better than the DJI. It seems to pick it up. You don't really need an external if it's not windy. We're out doing our usual walk. I don't normally bring a camera because we do it every day. But today I thought I would. Yeah, it's the Stroud Valley. If you're not familiar, this is Cheltenham is that way. Goes across this is Slad, Sheepscombe, Slad Valley going towards Stroud. You might have heard of Slad. Who was it who was in Slad? Who wrote the book? Oh,
Cider with Rosie.
Cider with Rosie, that was it. It was written down the road. We're going to go in the woods or not?
Yeah,
it's not quite as hot as we thought. BB doesn't like the sun. On the hot sun, she tends to run out of steam. But she's got a double layer of fur. So we had thought about going in the woods, but it's quite a cool breeze this morning, so we'll probably stay in the sun. when you walk the same place every day, you see the seasons changing. These leaves just not long come out, nice and fresh. Lovely. Nice beech woods. Yeah, apparently we've had the driest spring in 69 years. It's very hard to complain, isn't it? Can't really complain because it's just amazing weather. But we just hope it doesn't turn. I've got an event in July and I'm hoping it's not going to be wet, because last year it was. It'd be really nice if it was dry, because everything's riding so well at the moment. So we posted the bag off today, didn't we? That was good. Got that sent off to the customer. I've also returned my Wahoo Roam. That's gone back. Shame, real shame. I don't know what Wahoo are going to do. I hope they can sort it out, but bar stopping production and changing the screen design, I don't know what they can do. Whether it's a software thing, I guess it can be. Hopefully it is. Be good if they could do some sort of update. But the thing that bugs me is the packaging and the advertising shows this really colourful screen, and it's not like that in reality. So, and they're not the only ones that do it. So it is quite misleading. But anyway, yeah, that's all gone. This later today, hopefully, I'm going to get on with some of the renovation of the Raleigh. That's my plan, I think. And then tomorrow, out on the bike. Also going to get the bike ready for tomorrow. Might put the 29ers on, I don't know yet. Haven't tried them yet. Those new 29er wheels. Could be an option to do it tomorrow. See what they're like. And then next weekend, not this weekend coming, I'm actually filming another event. I'm filming the Dorset Gravel Dash. Try and keep up with the riders and get some good shots. So I may be leapfrogging Charlie's offer to lift at certain points of the ride to try and get ahead of people. Otherwise I'm going to miss a lot of it. This is Painswick. This is Painswick Church, it's not, is it? What church is this? Yeah, church here on the beacon. Lots of seats, commemorative seats. One with bubbles. Oh, we haven't been there, have we? Let's go to the seat with the bubbles. Yeah, whenever we walk past here, this is seat in commemoration of Mark Stewart, rockstar, animal lover, triathlete, West Ham supporter, pretty bubbles in the air. And there's always some bubbles left on the floor there. Nice thing to do, really, just in Mark's memory. Yeah, someone's having a rest in the shade. Bit windy.
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah, it's quite a windy day. There you go, Mark.
There you go, there's your bubbles.
He died in 2020. Right. It's nice to have something to remember people by, I think. Yeah, we walk past this church all the time, but I don't even know what the church is called, what it is. The church of. It's not Painswick. See what I mean about there's if you're a bike packer, here's a little tip for you. If you're a bike packer and you're stuck for water, hunt for churches, because on most churches there'll be a tap for watering flowers. There's nearly always a tap. There's one here.
Oh
Yeah.
There's
So
water in there.
quite a good little tip. There's also a dog bowl.
Let's get clean that.
Yeah, worth remembering that. You're really stuck for water. Hunt out a church. I haven't been up here for a long time. Little archway. Just in case you're wondering, I'm not religious. I'm just fascinated by history and things. Oh, this is open. Oh, it is open. There's Phoebe, there she is. Look at that, tiny. Oh, smell. Old. Super Sir. Heater. Hey, wonder why people whisper.
Make it into a house.
Yeah, it'd be a nice house. Another heater. A pulpit. I'm guessing it's still used.
Oh yeah, they do use it. Yeah, I've seen it being used. I walked over here.
The old windows.
Right, please shut.
It's quite a big graveyard though, look, as you can see. Just looking around the graves, and lo and behold, I used to work for this chap, Terry Galvin, Galtech. If you're local to Gloucester, you'll know Galtech. And he was the boss. One of the brothers, Terry Galvin, died in 2017. Lived in Painswick, or lived in Cranham Woods actually. His brother's in Upton St Leonard's Church. I'm not quite sure why they're not buried together, but just saying, I'm supposed to be retired, and one of the things I was going to do when I retired was going to do a bit of carpentry and a bit of this and a bit of that, make stuff, and I still haven't got around to it. I do collect a lot of little things to use. I've got a box full of stuff at home that's growing, but for some reason I can't find time because I keep giving myself stuff to do, places to go. What I should do is have a week off from being retired and do something else. Do nothing. Have a tinker. Might do it. Might have a couple of days next week and just start doing some stuff. Recognise where we are now? Should do if you watch my videos enough. That's where I usually end up riding to, on the top there. Yeah. This is the shot I usually do on the bike. There we are. Cracking shot, look at it, love it. Have a good look. Right, so the night out is go. Just going to get everything together. That's sleeping bag.
Please hang up and try again.
Right, so let's get stuff sorted. I put it on a second ago and the camera turned itself off, not sure why. Right, tent. Tent next. Put that on. Should be in here. Yes, tent. Take that. Right, there's the bag for the back. So, pillow, mat, liner. You might find although it is pretty cold at night at the moment, so I probably will need that. All that stuff. That's a table. I'm probably going to take that because I can. Oh, a little lock in case I need to park somewhere. Lock the bike. So I need a strap. Now I've got some new straps from Fix Plus, which I'm really looking forward to using. So these are the ones I used to use, but I think the Fix Plus ones are even longer. Yeah, they are. These are going to be perfect. Yes, I can leave those there. Yeah, these are going to be ideal. And they're orange. So it's hot, so water filter, water container for camping, cooker. Just need to check there's gas in the cooker. Let's see what the state of the gas is like. How do you know if there's gas in your cooker? Oh, that one's got a lot more. That one's full up. Don't know how much is in that one, so we'll take that one. Despite these being very expensive, they are good because they're super, super light and you can just leave them on. I've left them on well, for ages since I built the bike back up. They've been on here. When you've got a bike bag like this and you want to lift the bike up, the best way to do it is to grab the pedal on the opposite side and you can hold the bike up with the pedal. That's what I found anyway. So tent on. Got some fire pot meals. Just need to get this into the bag. That's the sleeping stuff sorted out. Yeah, Fix Plus do a whole range of different straps, different lengths, colours, very important colours. So it's the first time I've actually had a strap that's too long. This is a aero bag, aero dry bag from Aero. They do aero racks. You've probably seen it. Let's just tighten this up. There we go. On. All clothing can go in here. It's not going to need much clothing. So I'm just thinking aloud. I could probably put my cooker in here, actually. In with the table. Actually, let's put it the other side. The lock can go in the top, so I can get to it if I need it. The only other stuff I've got to carry is all my filming gear. I also need a power pack, just in case I need to charge the Wahoo in the morning. So that's got everything in there. And that's it. Ready to rock and roll. Okay. I'll probably see you tomorrow when I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to go and download all this footage off the camera and start editing because it's going to take forever otherwise. Right, okay, catch you in a bit. See you Thursday. Right, guess what? Can't go today. You'll see why in a minute. It's nothing bad. Just hasn't quite worked out. So I was planning to go bike packing. The bike's all ready. I showed you in the video. This is now Thursday today. So I'm supposed to go today. Change of plan. Some frames have turned up, which I have to deal with. Obviously I can't just... they've come a little bit sooner than I thought. So, which is brilliant. Great for the customers. But what I have got to do before they go is check them and make sure everything's tickety-boo. And then they're coming to collect them, so I can't really go anywhere at this precise moment. Right, back to you in a sec. So this is, or these are, I should say, there's two frames in here. These are my smokestone frames. Now I make them, these are two custom ones. They were altered to suit the customer because they both wanted to run drop bars. So we altered the geometry slightly. They came to see me, and here they are. So we'll get them out and have a look. There's one beauty. They really are. The factory is really, really good, I tell you. So it's a custom bow tie, fat bike, 197 rear end. It's got the new custom, my original head badge, which I'm really chuffed to get. And the logos are sandblasted on, Smokestone Bikes, bow tie. And yeah, it's got all the mounts you could want, rear stay mounts, UDH. Perfect. So there you go, there's the two. Having the forks as well. And I'm pretty sure they've had wheels made Have to excuse me munching. I'm just having a flapjack, one of Sheila's chocolate flapjacks with no sugar. They are blooming lovely. No added sugar, just fruit, cocoa, that's the chocolate. That and a nice cup of coffee. You can't go wrong. We've spent... I was supposed to be out riding this afternoon. I was supposed to be going on a overnighter. I had to go, in the end, I had to go and get 2 frames, which I've shown you these. So I've got these. And the customers are coming to get them on Saturday. That's good. But in the meantime, I've had to tidy up again. So I've just moved everything. I've got all my wheels. I've just got too many wheels and stuff. So I've just moved everything on that ward, stripped everything down, redone it. So I put all the wheels up there. I've got my frame, my Henderson bike hanging on the door, and seat posts and handlebars and stuff under there. So that's a bit more organised now. That's that. So what I've been doing, I'm just about to finish truing this wheel. This is the back wheel. I've done the front one, so it's just for the Raleigh. And then I've also got the Raleigh frame in the stand, and I want to give it a clean up. It's got some tape on it, packing tape, I think this is, glue from packing tape. So I'm going to get some cleaner on there and clean it all up and start putting it back together, I think. I really want to use this. I need to get myself... so I've just noticed something. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I want to get myself a rack to go on the back. A retro rack. And then I can use it. I've got some bags. I've got some pannier bags I can use, which I think I may have used before. Oh, they're up there. Carry more bags. Yes, I've got some carry more pannier bags, which will work a treat on the back of here. And they're blue. So, yeah, I want to get this built back up and then, don't know, enter an event, look around for a classic bike event. Really keen to get out and use that. So, been watching a lot of stuff lately. I watched the China bike show, which was obviously from China, and it was showing all the latest stuff. And the world of road cycling has just gone nuts. There's so much stuff now. And the other thing is, when you watch a lot of the websites, it's always about the professionals' bikes, the pro bikes, pro bike tips from professional mechanics. That's not what you want to be listening to. When you listen to a pro mechanic and he says he uses this, that and the other, it's not really a good thing to copy, because you have to remember those bikes are stripped after every event. They're rebuilt, replaced. Nothing lasts long, you know. They do things like taking the grease out. They instead replace the grease with thin oil in the hubs and bearings and things like that, which you would never do. So just be a bit careful you don't follow the racer mechanics tips, because it's probably not going to work for you. And there's a lot of stuff about the chain drag, mechanical, because I use squirt lube, and obviously squirt lube does, when it's sat still, it sets, wax sets. And then when you go to move the chain, it feels like a bit stiff. But of course, as soon as you get riding and things start to, it's fine. So it's a slightly misnomer that wax slows up your drivetrain. Put it this way, I'd rather have a drivetrain that lasts 4,000 miles and maybe a little bit slower over, not measurable, than have a super slick chain that's super low drag but lasts a month. Because that's what I used to have. I used to run a chain once. Well, in fact, I used to change my chain every single cross-country race. I used to put a new chain on, just to make sure nothing broke or anything like that. But crackers, really. Now, completely different. Now, I don't think I've changed the chain in... Well, I did change... Actually, the 4,000 mile chain is still here somewhere. I could probably still use it. But I did change the chain on my Raven. So I don't know how many miles. I'll have to see how many miles it's done since. Not that many, I suppose. But yeah, they're gone forever in a day. So I'm going to get those, progress with this Raleigh and true this up. So I haven't done anything to this. This is slack as slack. So let's just take up the slack and get this one done. Then get the tyres on and just see if the tubes hold air. That'd be something. I don't see why they shouldn't. I don't think Adrian would have put tubes in which have got holes in. So Adrian's the chap who built the bike back up for me. Yeah, I was chatting, earlier on in this video, you will have seen me when I was out walking, talking about having a break from being retired. I was sat outside in the sun earlier with the dog, with BB, thinking, oh, I could just lie here and do nothing. And I do think to myself, sometimes I've stitched myself up with stuff to do. Even YouTube, you know, because I do it every single week, it's become a full-time job. So I may be doing a bit of a break now and again. I may have to skip a week. Sorry. And just have a bit of a break. And other things as well, just not do anything, not say I'm going to do anything. Just have a few lazy days. I mentioned about woodworking stuff, and this is the box I was talking about. This is full of little bits and bobs and things that I was going to do, just make things out of. I've got loads and loads of little things in here. I've collected tubes and all kinds in here. I can't get it out now, but there's another box underneath as well with stuff. And it was all to do with just making like little models, little crafting things, little houses, little village scenes, just little ideas I'd had. I'd seen something in a shop window and I thought, well, I could make that. And I've never got round to doing it, which I should. Just, you know, something to do. We all need something to do. Yeah, and then I also want to do some more of Sheila's kitchen. She wants to do some more cooking. That seemed quite popular last time, so we'll do a bit more of that. That could come in a couple of weeks' time. This week's video, I am going out on the bike tomorrow, definitely. I'm going to ride to the Forest of Dean tomorrow on Herby, just to get some decent miles in. Try and not go too mad. Go down to the cycle centre in the Forest of Dean, see who's around. And then back in the afternoon. Saturday's park run day, or in the morning. Saturday afternoon I've got these chaps coming to pick up their frames. Sunday maybe bike packing day, Sunday, Monday. But I've got my bike packed, so I am going to do it. Cool, it's got a big old in that wheel. So I'll check the spoke tension. That's not the rim, that's the spoke. So there's obviously, when you see things like this rim's got a little bit of corrosion there, and obviously on the back of this, where the nipple pushes against, it's probably a bit thicker here because of the corrosion's built up, so it pulls the rim a bit more, so you can see at various places. If it was a new rim, this would be straight, but it's just a little bit of, obviously there's a tight spoke there, pulling that over a bit, but we'll find it in a sec. Anyway, I'm going to progress and stop waffling on. Right, that's both the wheels laced up, and lovely they are too. God, it was nice and quite nice to do. Reminded me of the old wheels years ago. Right, put those to one side for a minute, and now I'm going to clean this frame up. Let's see what I need to get this glue and stuff off. Disc brake cleaner gets it off. Gets the glue off. That's good. Cleans it up quite nicely, actually. I'm not going to repaint it, but I would like proper stickers, so at least you know what it is. But I think the rust spots sort of add to its being genuine, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's nice to have a retro bike back as how you had it when you bought it, but I don't know, something about showing a bit of wear and tear to make it a bit more real. Yeah, disc brake cleaner is, I don't actually like using it for disc brakes. I tend to find it makes things worse. In the winter, if I've got howling brakes, I tend to put mud on, or gritty mud on my brakes, and then just a bit like grinding paste. Or you can put water on your brakes, which works quite well. Might sound a bit daft, but just squirt some water on your brakes. And it just gives them Something else you can do is take your pads out, put water on them and rub them together. That works. Just develops a bit of paste in between them, if you know what I mean. Because all you're trying to do is rough up the surface, because they get shiny. Once they polish up, they tend to squeal. So what you're trying to do is get them roughed up again. My brother's in the business of filling aerosols. He knows all about the chemicals and things, and he's saying there aren't many things. You know, most things are very, very similar. It's just recipes of the same thing. Like some lubrication oils are a little bit more tech, but stuff like GT85 WD-40 is just white spirit, really, with a smell. You see some people, there's a certain chap on a certain website who's an old school mechanic who uses GT85 on his chain and recommends it and squirts it on the rear cassette, on the hub. And I'm thinking, you really are showing people how to destroy bikes. I used to do it. And my brother, I think it was my brother, or somebody said, "What are you doing? That's degreaser, that's white spirit, you shouldn't be doing that." I don't know if it was my brother or not, and I suddenly thought, hang on a minute. Got a point here. Right, you don't want to sit and watch me scratch this off. I'll come back to it. Well, that's got all the stickers off. But of course, another way, as well as using like an alcohol spray, you can just use a hairdryer. Hairdryer will soften up stickers and you can just peel them off. But yeah, so let's do the same with the forks. Get those specialised, because these are not original. I put these on. These specialised stickers. It's confused people for years. Everyone thought I had a specialised bike, and it's not. But, I'll get those off, and then we'll get it back to its original colours. And I'm going to have a go inside now and see if I can see if anyone does stickers for it. One of the old retro websites. Pretty sure we'll have someone who makes stickers. Right, I just had a call to say evening meal's ready, so I'm off to get some food. All right, see you later. I haven't got a clue where I am. I'm on Olney Island, but I think it's this way. Go over the old bridge. So I'm out on Herby today. It's been a bit of a messed up week ride-wise, but I'm out now. It's not going to be much of a ride video, this one. It's just me out. I'm not really going anywhere particular, so at the moment I'm just trying to fathom out where I am. There's lots and lots of paths around. Oh, I know where we are here. We are where I thought. This is the old bridge coming out of Gloucester over. It's disused now. That's the new one. That's the old one. This goes over the Severn. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people come up here to watch the 7-bore. Got the tide's gone out, look at it. It's like chocolate. Talk about muddy. I'm not sure I want to get in that. It goes really shallow. And there's not a lot of water on the river anyway at the moment, because there's just no rain. That's really low, isn't it? You can almost walk across that. The trouble is you'd sink into 6 feet of silt. Yeah, so this is the road out to the Forest of Dean from Gloucester. Gloucester's that way, Forest of Dean is this way. Right. Yeah, as I was saying, oh, it's top of Gloucester Cathedral. You can just see it through, over the trees. Look. Yeah, I was just saying, it's a funny old video this week. I almost wasn't going to put it out. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, but I need to watch it back just to make my mind out where I want to put it out. I'm trying to find videos of more interest. I was supposed to go out bikepacking this week, but it just didn't work out for various reasons. And I'm hoping next week I might be able to get out. But I say at the end of next week I'm filming an event, which should be good. That should be good. I'm quite looking forward to doing that. I'm repeating myself a lot this week. So I'm going to ride down now to the Forest of Dean. I've got to be at my son's by 11, so I haven't got an awful lot of time. It's 8 o'clock at the moment, so I shall have a quick few blasts around the cycle, family cycle trail. Today is just mileage, getting mileage in. So yeah, let's go. Let's enjoy the sun. It's lovely, beautiful. Look at that. Still sunny. We must have had weeks, 6 weeks of sun now, non-stop. Really hard to complain, but we do need rain. I think we're going to get rain at the end of next week, so anyway, right, onward. Okay, back home. That was a very brief ride this morning. Went real nice. The weather's bloody lovely. Still really, really nice. Did have a bit of a mishap though. One of the bolts fell out of my cleat in my shoe. And of course, if something comes loose, they twist and then you can't get your foot out. So that was slightly eventful. Until he fell off, and thankfully my foot did come out just in time. So I should have a spare. There's a spare bolt. Keep an eye on that. Right. So today is Saturday, and I'm just looking at what I need to get. I'm going to drop a bit of a list of the things that I need to get for the rally. So obviously grips, because I was going to start putting it back together, but then I suddenly thought I haven't got a lot of the parts. So let's go into notes and do a little list. Rally parts. So what do we need? We need grips. Grips. Cables. What else do we need? I'm just trying to think. If I remember rightly, that's probably about it. Oh, brake cable. Well, that's going to be the same thing, yeah. That's it, really. Don't really need much else. I built the wheels. The wheels are up there. Actually, I might put the tyres on and just see if they blow up. That's something I could do now, because if I need to get tubes, let's just have a look. I've put the sprocket back on the rear wheel. Did that yesterday. So I just need to let BB back out. You want to come out, BB? Come on then. Go that way. Good girl. Right, let's just see if they blow up. These probably go on quite easily. I seem to remember tyres didn't used to be that hard to get on and off. In fact, it's on. There you go. You just blow it up. What do you think? Is it going to blow up? 30 odd years old. Soon find out. Well, it's going up. It's going up. It's all creaking a bit. I think that'll do. So, there's your answer. Look at that. Unbelievable. I don't think the tubes are 40 years old, but I know the tyres will be. Tan wall. Nice. That's one. Same again. Perhaps a little bit of air in this tube, so that's a good sign. Let's get myself a new pump. This pump's for fat bikes and it only goes up to 30 psi. It pushes a great load of air in one go. With these old tyres, because they were so slack, sometimes you'd be pumping away and it would be coming off the, popping off the rim, and you hadn't noticed, and all of a sudden you get an explosion. I think that'll do. So they've both gone up and stayed up. No hissing. So nice, don't they, with new spokes? What do you think? Stainless spokes, all blown up nicely. So we'll put those there for now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this out for a little test ride. I haven't ridden a fully loaded bike for a while, so I need to get everything on it. And I'm just going to pop up the hill for a little bit of a ride. Yeah. Come on. Hell yeah. No words, just a video. You know where I am. I just had to get it while I was here. Right, I've just been talking to this camera and I wasn't turned on. I don't think it was. I've just talked a whole load of stuff. Hang on, let me just check. No, I was right, it wasn't turned on. I've just waffled on. I was just saying I've just come back from my ride, which was supposed to be to the end of the road and back, and it turned into 15 miles. How about that? I mean, not quite the end of the road, but I hadn't planned on going very, very far at all. But as soon as I got out, I went up. Basically, what I wanted to do is find out what it's like riding these skinny wheels, and also make sure everything stayed on the bike and didn't fall off, just a bit of a shakedown. And just get used to riding a heavy bike again, because it's about 28 kilos when it's fully loaded. And something was a little bit, I find it a little bit awkward because I'm a fat biker, aren't I? And look what I'm running. 29 by 2.8, I really enjoyed it. I think what it is, because the bike's loaded, it really deforms the tyres. The bike's very planted. So no matter what, I rode up steep stuff, everything, I just aimed up every climb I could find, climbed everything. Lovely, absolutely beautiful, plenty of grip. But I think that's basically because the tyres are quite hard as well. But they're hard. But because of the weight, it was really planted. Lovely. Really, really nice. So, yeah, quite impressed. I don't know what to... I'm filming Charlie's the Dorset Gravel Dash next week. I'm the official videographer. And I don't know what wheels to run on it, because I was going to run these. I was going to build these wheels up this week. These carbon rims, which are 440 grams each. It's the lightest pair of rims you can get, I think. And I was going to build them up onto this bike and run those, but I may leave these on. We'll see. Seems a bit silly to give myself a load of work I don't need to. But yeah, ride's nice. The bike, next week I've got to film, so I've got to get around quite quickly to various different places. So all of my stuff will come off. I'm going to Charlie's van, Charlie Hobbs, the organiser. He's going to take my kit for me to the campsite. So it just means I can nip around a bit easier, try and get in front of people and get some good footage. Yeah, it's a bit weird filming someone else's event, but he has offered to promote mine. And filming my own event will be a little bit trickier. I'm going to have people to come and help me, because I can't exactly scoot off and ride around with everybody. I've got too many other things to do. But yeah, it should be good. And also I'm having some little cards made this week. I should get them this week, which I can give out at the event. Because it's the two formats, the two events are quite similar. They're both 50 miles a day with a camp in the middle. Yeah, they're both the same. So it seems obvious for us to cross-pollinate, as it were, cross-promote. So next year, I need to have a chat with Charlie. I've got some ideas about an event for next year, which we can do together. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. I think I've come to the end of this week's video. Oh, the only thing is, what's coming next week, I will be filming the collection of these tomorrow. These two frames are being collected. Two fat bike drop bar frames and forks. The guys are coming tomorrow afternoon, but I'll put that in next week's video. And then perhaps a bit of wheel building. And I want to get on with the Raleigh. I went to get, I wrote some notes. If you remember earlier, I said I would put some notes on my phone to call into the shop, get some cables and some grips. I rode straight past the shop. I was on another planet and just completely forgot. So I'm going to have to go back again and perhaps tomorrow call in and get those, because I want to get the Raleigh built back up. Can't wait to ride it, actually. I've got to look around for some sort of classic event to go and ride and join in, something social. But yeah, it should be good. Like I say, today's Sunday, just after dinner, and two guys came to pick up their frames. I had two frames arrive last week, which I'll show you in this video. And they came and picked them up this morning, and I'm really happy. Frame and forks. And I've just been down to the shop to get some bits and bobs to finish the Raleigh off. I'm going to change the back tyre on this one because I want something a bit more hard wearing. These are great tyres, but they wear out really, really quick because you're running on these few knobs here, and they don't last very long. So I'm going to put my Tyre Coronado tyre back on, which is this one, which is already a year old and hasn't shown any signs of wear whatsoever. So I'm going to put this back on the back. They're no good on the front because they self-steer too much, but I'm going to pop it on the back, which I will do in a minute. God, these valves really do gum up. I'm so glad when the new ones come out. They've got new types of valve cores come in that don't seize up with sealant, because all of these these were never designed to have sealant put through them, so they just clog up. But none of the new valves are available yet. They've all been advertised ages ago, but there's no stock. We've got nothing. I've been waiting for some in our shop, but still nothing. I've just been there now, so we just have to bide our time. I imagine everyone will switch, because you can buy just the cord to go inside your existing valve. Everyone will swap them, or if you don't, you should do. It'll just make everything, if you run tubeless, it'll just make life a lot easier. So I'm going to pop these off and switch them over. Just catch the sealant. I think this stand sealant's been in about 4 tyres now. You just keep swapping it. I do top it up, but yeah, it does go a bit discoloured. But you can still use it, there's nothing wrong with it. Why anyone uses the other stuff, I don't know. It's just so expensive. I guess if you never change your tyres, then fair enough, but most of us do. This is a 26 by 4, so not enormous. Of course, thorns in here, you can feel them. I'm talking to myself. Sheila just said, am I talking to myself? What's your problem? Hey? BB's your problem? Right then. Yeah, as I was just saying, this tyre's full of thorns, but there's no point taking them out because they don't leak. Right, let's make sure we get this the right way round. So drive side that way. These are definitely directional. Get the logos lined up with the valve. Do I take a chance and put sealant in now? Yeah. Although I'm going to need a bit more than that. It's not. How confident are you, Graham? Very, very confident. If I can get the blooming rim on, tyre on. Part of the reason I haven't put the video out this week, I haven't been feeling the most cheerful in the last few days. I think it's my tablets. I'm on a very low dose now, and they make me feel very, very tired. And I cannot, it's like sleeping sickness. I just want to lie down and go to sleep. I had a half hour earlier and I do feel a little bit better. And I had a strong coffee. We bought some beans in the week. And had a nice coffee and I do feel a little bit more lively, but I'm pretty sure it's these damn tablets. Or lack of them. I'm getting on a very low dose now, so. Makes me ache as well. My arms and wrists and everything ache. Right, let's pump this up. This is going to go straight up, no messing. All right. Normal pump. Ready? Oh, if I can get any air through the valve, that could be a problem. Make sure there's nothing in the way. Keep it all crossed. Actually get some air in it this time. Oh dear, dear, dear. So slow. I don't think that's going to be fast enough to blow it up. We'll see. Right, what I'm going to do is, I've got an air shot. I'll put that on it. This is an air shot's canister, and it fires air in quicker. You have to take the valve core out, and it literally blasts a load of air in. So this should fire it in enough to blow the tyre onto the bead. You do need a good pump though, and this pump's rubbish, but it'll have to do. You've got to put 160 psi, or in this case, yeah, 160, and then let rip. So let's see what happens, shall we? That's 100. This is when things start to get a bit bendy. 120. 140. 150. 160. Right, ready? Oh, that's on. That's on. That's how you get a tyre on the bead. Take that out. Put the valve core in quickly before it goes down. And I think we're on instantly. Make sure we're on the bead. There's a little line on tyres, and you'll see it has to be, you can see it clearly all the way around. You know it's blown onto the bead of the rim. Perfect, in one hit. And it's hard enough, don't need to touch it. It's got some sealant in there, so it should be alright. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? So that's one tyre sorted. What's the time now? Let's just have a look at the time. What time have I got? What's 4? No, I probably won't do it today. I was just thinking I'll swap my wheels over, but I'll do it this week. Swap my wheels back to fat, ready for the weekend. And then I've got to get all my stuff ready to go to Dorset on Friday, early Friday. Unfortunately, the event is on a bank holiday weekend, so I've got to go really early on Friday and try and skip the traffic. And I'm coming back Sunday night, which will be fun. But anyway, taking the motor home, just me on my own. Sheena's got to stay, she's got to run on the Sunday in Dimmock. She did a run this morning, she did a run yesterday, did a park run yesterday, and then did a 10k today, and won her category. She was in the over 65 category, and she won it. So, amazing. She is amazing. Seems to be getting fitter and faster all the time. Don't quite know why I'm doing this, but I thought I would. Seeing as the wheels on the bench. Right, I'm going to leave that for now. So I've got the bits I needed. I've got some grips. These are the closest I could find to what were on the bike already. These are some easy grips, extra chunky silicone, just push on grips. I've got my inner and outer cable, brake and gear. I've also got my inner cables, outer cable, inner cable, and some ferrules to go on the end. So that should be enough to get the bike up and running again, the Raleigh. And I just got myself a Shimano tool. This is, I just discovered the crank on the Surly is loose, and you need one of these tools to tighten it. So I thought I'd get myself one. They're only $4.99. It's just a little Shimano crank tool. Yeah, there's a little plastic screw-in cap that goes in the end of the Shimano cranks, and you have to tighten that up and then tighten the pinch bolts up. So I've now got a tool to do it, which I didn't have. Hi, so there we go, we got there in the end. I did finally finish this video. Sorry it's a day late, but there you go. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's actually, I watched it back and it's actually not as bad as I thought. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, or I hope you do enjoy it. And I will see you next week. Have a fantastic week, and catch you in the next one. All right, take it easy.